Hey, good morning. I'm Chris Raggi.
And I'm Andrea Grimes. An historic day in New York State as Kathy Hochul takes office as New York State's 57th governor, the first woman to ever hold the position. Hochul takes over for embattled Governor Andrew Cuomo, who resigned following accusations of sexual harassment.
The 62-year-old is originally from Buffalo and has served as Cuomo's lieutenant governor since 2015. Her administration begins a new era in New York State politics as she inherits immense challenges, including the lasting impact of the pandemic.
Governor Hochul was officially sworn in overnight. She just took the oath of office just after midnight, but she will be sworn in a ceremonial ceremony that's set to happen any minute. We're waiting on it. Let's bring in right now, as we wait, CBS 2 political reporter Marica Kramer. And wow, such immense challenges in a historic day here.
Well, there's going to be a lot of people looking to see how Kathy Hochul performs today. Not only the people in the state who are looking for solutions to a wide range of problems, but also all the people who want her job. I mean, there's Democrats, Republicans, independents. They're all lining up thinking if she has a misstep, they're going to try to run for her job.
It's a lot of pressure with so much on any governor's plate stepping right into the office. She's got experience at the federal, the local level, so the experience is there. She said she's going to be a different type of governor and then Andrew Cuomo and will govern differently. So what will that mean? Like you mentioned, people are going to be watching for missteps. Inevitably, there will be some. But what does different type of governing mean?
She promised to end the toxic workplace that existed in Albany. And she already moved to do that by naming a number of top people to positions. In fact, our two top posts are going to women. In addition to that, she's also going to have to make decisions about who to keep and who to fire from the Cuomo administration. Yeah. And those are very important decisions.
And in all of her media availabilities over the last couple of weeks, she's said several times, I have not been close to the governor. She was his lieutenant governor, but she's been asked, did you know anything about this sexual harassment? She's been very adamant that she was not close. She was not in the room. She was not in his inner circle. And that's the reporting that you've found as well, right?
Well, I mean, the bottom line is she wasn't close to him. But this is an argument that works really well for her because she wants to be the un-Cuomo. And so she wants to say, I'm not Cuomo, I'm going to be a different person, I'm going to be my own person. And remember, she's the first person in centuries that's not from the New York City area. So she brings a different sensibility to the job. And I think that you're going to see some surprises today. I think she jumps right into the vaccine debate and the mask debate on day one to show that she's got her hands on leadership.
So pandemic would be priority one, but now with, especially with the FDA now giving Pfizer the go-ahead, you can issue more mandates, especially with schools. There's been a lot of blowback between Cuomo and de Blasio and just in the New York City schools over the past few months. I guess this gives her a little bit more leeway to make decisions that she wants to make.
Well, but see, the key thing is going to be whether the unions will back her.
Yeah.
You know, she has a situation where she has all these state employees. Will she require vaccines for state employees, and will the unions go along? And then will she require other companies throughout the state to do the same thing?
And we're looking right now live at the room where Kathy Hochul will be sworn in ceremonially. Of course, we're waiting for that to happen at any moment. As Chris mentioned, 62 years old. She went to Syracuse University. Her husband, Bill. She has two adult children as well.
Katie and Will.
Katie and Will grew up in Buffalo, Irish Catholic family. In terms of her positions, she aligns very much so with, obviously, with Governor Cuomo. She said she fought for the $15 minimum wage, LGBTQ rights. So in terms of policy, similar, of course, to the governor.
Actually, you're going to see her as a more moderate version of Andrew Cuomo, who was pushed a little bit to the left by the progressives in the legislature when the legislature took over. And I think that you're going to see her picking somebody from New York City as lieutenant governor who's going to maybe give her those liberal progressive credentials so that she can afford to run a little bit more centrist.
She's called herself an independent Democrat as she's campaigned in years prior. We'll see exactly how that plays out. Again, waiting for the 57th governor of the state of New York to come back from behind the door there. And again, with the official swearing in happening at 12:01 a.m., we'll get more of a ceremonial swearing in here in the next few moments as we are live here on CBS 2 News with Marica Kramer, Andrew Grimes. I'm Chris Raggi, and this is set to take place about 5 minutes ago, so they're running a couple of minutes behind, but of course we'll have this ceremony for you in the next few moments. The 9th female governor in the United States. 10th. She's the 10th now. Still underrepresented, but I guess a move in the right direction.
Also, I think it's interesting to note that she's going to be surrounded by a lot of family. Yeah. Her father, Jack Courtney, is actually going to be there as well. And New York today gets its first first gentleman of New York State.
Yep.
And
Second of 6 children. She's about to walk out. Let's listen into the live pictures right now.